iron in their soul. This is your big brother King Jabez, and today's video is entitled Attractive People Carry or Hold These 7 Keys. And I want to give you a direct word of wisdom, I believe, from the Most High himself. I rose this morning at about 3:15 a.m. I did some prayer at that time. 3 o'clock is a time of spiritual warfare between 3 and 5 a.m. And this video is being recorded early in the morning. I'll upload it probably tonight sometime when you all are ready for that content. But this talk is a message, I believe, to you from God. And so I'm going to give you these 7 keys that attractive people have, and these can activate supernatural abilities in your life. The first is this: attractive people have an influence that they can use that is greater than brute force. What do I mean by that? You don't have to have authority or power or to run over people to get influence. You can influence with your words. You can influence with your presence. This is a sign that you have been called by the Most High. You don't have to win people over with brute force. You are like the medicine man in some of the ancient African cultures. You have the story of the medicine man and the king. The king had all the authority. The king had all the power. But the medicine man is who the people went to when they needed healing, when they needed a word of encouragement, when they needed peace. And so many of you are that medicine man, that medicine woman. You have an ability to influence people that is greater than any political leader, that is greater than any of that type of stuff. You influence by your words, by your prayers, by your spirit, by your music, by your the way you look. You have the ability to win over the masses, and you don't have to do it with brute force. So literally, your spirit carries the power to activate yourself and other people. These become your influencers. These are people who become your leaders. And so there's something in you that inspires and lights a flame in other people. And this is a clear sign that you will achieve fame and prosperity. Not fame in the sense of being known for just musical talent or on television. That's what you're thinking. But I use fame meaning to be known. You're someone who will be recognized. You're someone who will receive recognition. You're a person people will call on. You will be invited to new rooms, new territory. So when you are called to this, you are most certainly a man or a woman who has the ability to unlock. You have keys, and you also have the ability to activate. So you get things going. If this is you, then you are on your path. You're on the way to prosperity as well as fame. Number 2. You carry codes. You are someone who has a daily knowledge from the Most High, or daily downloads when you're getting wisdom, you're giving insight. Literally, God is pouring into you every day. And so you have codes within you that can unlock different doors in this world. And when I say door, I mean opportunities, people, gifts, abilities. Codes are important. Think about a code for at a bank, or a code for the lock to the gate at your house. When you have the code, what happens? You get access. And so for some of you, the code is your dreams and visions. Others, your code is the talent God has given you. Others, the code may be your ability to influence people. You're a diplomatic person. And so many of us have these abilities in us, and those codes will be necessary to get you to the next step. So I want to challenge you to look for messages from God every day, various ways, through dreams, through numbers, through visions, through people, angelic visitation. Be looking for a message to unlock something in your life every day. Number 3, you have a new name. And this is so important. Whenever the Most High did a work with anybody at a high level, he would often change their names. For example, the Hebrew name for Daniel means God is my judge. So when you are someone who's called to the next level, your name changes, which is a symbol of a change of identity. And so that may mean for some of you, putting a doctor in front of your name. Some of you will become psychologists. Let me speak a word of wisdom over you. Some of you will be known artists. Some of you will be known models. Some of you will be known leaders in this world. So when you're called to fame and prosperity, how people see you, and more importantly, how God sees you, will change. And so your name will change, which is a symbol of a change of assignment, a change in rank, a change in knowledge that you've obtained and ability. So when that shift happens, right, we talked about a few months ago, the shift in the first quarter. I meant that. Some of you are still going to experience that shift in the first quarter of 2024. I know what I said. We are in February. We still got all of March. And so be looking for that shift or that change. So often when your name changes, it is a symbol that you have grown in rank in terms in the spirit realm as well as in the natural realm. Number 4, you have standards or a code of conduct. You are someone who is well nourished. You have nourished your mind. You have nourished your physical body. You have a purpose. You wake up each day with purpose. You don't just live life randomly. Kobe Bryant said he could recognize in people that he saw just in passing in conversation. You can feel the energy, the aura, the vibe of an individual, a man or woman who understands they have purpose. And when you have that conduct, when you have that compassion, when you have that character, this will distinguish you from the pack. So many people live their lives with none of that. They just wake up each day and whatever happens, happens. But you're different. And because of that, that's going to elevate you. Number 5, you are intentional in your eating habits. The prophet Daniel was on a vegetarian diet. He had, I think, beans and rice for many days for a 10-day period of time. And he ended up being healthier than those who had the meat. Now, I'm not suggesting you should become a vegetarian. I'm not a vegetarian. But I'm very conscious of my eating habits. And so I fast for several hours each day, anywhere from 12 to 16 hours. So some of you do intermittent fasting. Some of you fast for 3 times a month or something like that. Others of you just simply eat properly. And so if you are a man and woman of purpose, this will also manifest in your dietary habits. That's just a common theme I see amongst good people. People who are driven, people who have purpose, understand that the temple is the vehicle. And if the vehicle breaks down, you can't go too far. It's just that simple. So you are a person who's into fitness. You are someone who takes care of your physical body. And that is a clear sign that you are on the path towards wealth and prosperity. What do we always say? Health is wealth. And I truly believe that. And I live my life according to that. I'm in a gym, 4 or 5 times a week. I eat a certain diet. I try to have my gallon of water every day, my protein and my nutrients, my vitamins, because I understand that if this breaks down, that I can't use the gifts that God's placed inside of me. So a person who is of high character also is intentional in their eating and dietary habits. Number 6, you have a seal upon you. When you have a seal on you from God, this speaks of divine intervention, divine provision, as well as miraculous intervention. You will consistently see the divine hand of God in your life. You will have experiences. You will have opportunity. You will meet people that there is no other way to explain how this happened. And this is why some people who even were atheists at one point became believers in God, because they continue to have these experiences, these coincidences in their lives that they could not explain away. And so if you are on this path, you will definitely have that seal, or just that invisible, what it really is, that invisible divine hand of God shifting you through the world. And so when you have that, that will always position you to win if you are obedient to the call. And number 7, this may be obvious to most of us, but I'm going to say it anyway: skill and diplomacy. No matter how godly you are, no matter how kind you are, to go forward in this world, you have to have skills and you have to be diplomatic. And as simple as that sounds, if you lack discipline and you lack purpose, you won't have any skills. And if you have skills, but you don't know how to talk to people, you can't move in different rooms, then you will always be limited in your influence. And so if you are the person I'm talking about in this video, you have both. And if you have both, you are on your way. If you are a man or a woman, listen to this talk, and you have the skills and you're also diplomatic, because many people struggle. There are a lot of people who may be diplomatic, persons able to socialize and whatnot, but they lack the skills. And then you have those who have the skills, right, who have the abilities, but they're socially awkward. And so if you are a person who has both, that's a game changer. You're one of the rare people on this earth, and this is what's going to distinguish you and open these doors for you in your future. That's all I have for you in today's video. Thanks for watching. This is your big brother, King Jabez. God bless. Peace.